Now, that brings me to another thought that I had about someone who is, whether it's part-time or interim, they're not actually employed by the organisation, which is to do with dynamics. Fitting in with the company. When you're employed, you have your 100 days honeymoon, in theory, and you join the team, and you're on the books, and you're one of us. Are you ever one of us, and do you have to hit the streets running and get under the skin of these things quickly if you're just a part-timer?
Well, the companies I've been with for 3 years, I do feel like I'm one of them.
Yeah,
and, I mean,
after 3 years you will be, yeah.
Yeah, you do spend time getting to know like your key contacts, be it the bookkeeper or the accounting staff, and also the key players in the company. You have to get to know what makes them work, and you become almost like a mentor and coach for the finance people who are there. It's a question of getting along with them, helping them, looking to improve their performance.
Yeah. So you never make them look silly?
Oh, absolutely not. Again, Mike, I think the other key thing you need to remember that one of the reasons why FD4 is so successful is that we only recruit people who are quality business people, who've been around, have got finely honed management skills. They understand how to make people look good, they understand how to get the best out of people, as well as being, obviously, good finance directors.
Yeah.
But the key question that I want to ask now is, so why did you pick Sultans of Swing?
Oh, just an old song from my youth.
I was going to say, well, with Heroes David Bowie, Sultans of String by Dire Straits.
Sultans of Swing.
Yeah, Sultans of Swing. You really are showing your age.
I'm just showing my age, yeah.
Let's in case anybody doesn't know it, let's educate some people.
So I just want to move back, if I may, after Sultans of Swing there, just to this point about dynamics, because I don't normally, maybe I'm not the only one, but don't really think of numbers people as people. And yet you've just said it's actually key to working well for a company, getting on with the people.
Well, it's key in business. When you achieve results, you've got to get along with people. Even if you're politely saying no or you're challenging something, to get the best result, you've got to get along with them.
Yeah, yeah.
And remember, Mike, again, I just don't want to overstress the experience that we bring to the party, but we've all led organisations. We've all had many people working for us. And as you know, as you move through, you actually have to get results through people, not just doing the results yourself.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. You're going to have to work through people, and I wonder whether that was even more acute, given that you're not actually part of the company. You're paid. But do people know that? Do other people, other than the sort of person who's paying you, do they actually know that you're there part-time and you're employed on your own right?
The bookkeeper will probably know exactly how much you're paid.
How much, and that you're paid as not as an employee as well.
Yeah.
But is it quite common that the rest of the organisation know they don't have a finance director of their own? They've recruited one on a part-time basis from FD4. Do people know that? Does it matter if they know that?
It doesn't really matter. Again, one of the key things we do is we explain why we're there.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. When you have a common goal that you want the company to be more successful and you want the people inside the company to be more successful, it brings everybody together.
Yeah.
And that's one of those easy ways of just introducing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the things that I think is of concern to some people is how much time they're going to need to engage you for. Part-time could be 4 days a week, it could be 4 hours a week. Is there a generality? Is there an ease in that if somebody sort of needs to dip their toe in the water?
No, again, one of the beauties is that you can very much get what you pay for. And that one of the things which we do is we'll sit down with the client and we'll agree what is the best way of getting the maximum return on our time. And again, to come back to the old point, the difference between interim and part-time is if we think we can make a big difference just working 1 or 2 days a month, then that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
And you literally, sounds a bit crazy in a way to have people as senior as us working almost as a temp, but in a way it's that concept, but we've moved the bar, we've moved it up to say, well, in principle, there's no reason why you shouldn't use us literally on that part-time basis.
Yeah. And when you're not there, you're presumably working for someone else, probably on a slightly different business. In other words, you're bringing, and then when you return, you're bringing that external experience. You've got a breadth of vision that you maybe lose when you become permanently employed by one company.
That's a very good point. I mean, we do actually bring opportunities as well, because you see things or can make connections between companies.
Cool.
Yeah.